A grown man twerking in front of a 7-year-old?
Walkers, things like that, and even.
When the law was introduced, it happened the first day after elections, so November 5th. We saw it and we were like, that's not going to happen. And to see how not only that it did happen, but how quickly it happened is kind of terrifying. Also, if we potentially were to run into maybe a homophobic lawmaker who sees something on the bus, he could feel as if it's lewd conduct, because the word, by definition, all of the words, it's up for interpretation that they're using as far as obscene. Who's to say my grandma is going to think this is obscene where I'm not going to think this is obscene? And so if you have two people trying to govern a business based off of what they believe is obscene, then you can run into some problems. You know, the girls that work at Hooters, they wear much less clothing than my performers wear, and Hooters has a kids menu.
It's left us feeling very uneasy and very uncertain. We put a lot of money and time into this art, and there's a lot of, a lot of the places that we go are on public space. And the question is, with the vagueness, are we going to be discriminated against if we're walking into these venues with our makeup on? If there's a child around, is someone going to call the police? We don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to make us get permits? Are they going to penalize places that are hosting us? It's kind of unclear, right? It doesn't look good.
Performers were very scared in the beginning. Yes, the queens were very scared in the beginning. They were calling me up and absolutely terrified, having anxiety attacks, the whole nine. I have queens that have moved to Nashville to work exclusively for me. I have queens that have left their full-time jobs to work exclusively for me. This is their livelihood.
Not yet.
What are they going to do? Ask when you come out of the womb, the baby? Do you want to be a girl? Do you want to be a boy?
It's become very, very polarized. In the same way that we're seeing positive reactions rise to drag, we're also seeing an increase in super negative reactions. So, and I think we anticipated that, with the rise of RuPaul's Drag Race becoming mainstream television and just drag becoming a little bit more common in social media and in news stories and just in general. We anticipated a lot more public feedback because we're no longer hiding. We're no longer being forced into the shadows. We're really bringing our art form out for the world to see. With that being said, though, I don't think we were prepared for all of the extensive amount of hate and the really overwhelming amount of bigotry that we've experienced.
Not for the kids. Not for the kids. Oh, come on. You can talk to me.
It puts a lot of fear in the community. absolutely puts a lot of fear in the community. It makes us feel like we're going backwards, but it also has given this community strength. It's caused us to kind of wake up and realize, as safe as we have felt, I've heard it say that everybody felt super safe after gay marriage was legalized and everybody got very complacent. Well, now it's like, okay, wait, we still aren't super safe.
This session, there was a lot of talks about drag queens. I think that was just the tip of the iceberg. I think some elected officials are really testing the water to see how far they can push without creating an uproar. And drag queens just happen to be, you know, we're used to being kind of on the front lines. We're used to being there for people's entertainment and being the ones that are loud and outspoken. And so I think we were just equipped to fight back, but I think there's other communities that aren't as prepared to fight back. And so I think it's really important for us to keep an eye out for bills that are anti-drag queens, but also there's other bills that are being passed that are anti-trans, that are really harmful to, you know, creating just justice for multiple communities.